Hello everybody, welcome back, and here's part 8 of Let's Play Kirby's Dream Land 3. When we last left, we beat the first half of Cloudy Park, and now we're on to the second half.
And Kirby wants to get closer to that giant strawberry at the end of the world. Oh, it looks so good. And of course, the classic gourmet race music made its way into this game.
Yep, although it's in a different key this time.
That still sounds good. It's still super catchy.
Yeah, it's the gourmet race music that's from Kirby Superstar.
It's become the de facto Kirby theme that almost everyone recognizes. And this is definitely a level where you want Coo. Almost no reason to get anyone else.
Yes, because Choo Choo can't fight wind currents. Coo can.
I think there's a wind current on every screen in this level.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the thing is, the choice of abilities is kind of lacking. Needle isn't very good with Coo. I don't remember what Spark is. Yeah, it's just a lightning rod there.
Yeah, but Wind and Coo definitely agree with each other. So with Coo, you can actually move faster.
Yep, of course, it carries you off as you spark everything in sight. So this is a good level for the combination, probably the only one.
Yep.
Now, I was thinking about the rest of the game. Now, I'll just have to remember to comment on it. Come time to fight the World 6 boss or World 5 boss.
By the way, when you said that, mentioned that big strawberry, it reminded me of this old book from my childhood called "The Little Mouse, the Red Ripe Strawberry, and the Big Hungry Bear."
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, that's a really old book. I don't even remember much about it. And come to think of it, I'm actually not that much of a reader myself.
I think, what could the story be about? It's got a mouse, a strawberry, and a bear.
Right.
Neither one would really satisfy the bear's appetite.
Yeah. Right.
Speedrunning tactics, avoiding all the enemies.
Yep. And we got a mini boss.
The Karakasa. Classic Japanese yokai. Basically, the one-eyed umbrella. It jumps out of nowhere and eats you. There's also
unless I'm mistaken, I think his name is Jumper Shoot. Is his name?
We'll have to double check. Some of the names on this seem inconsistent.
If you're playing the worst ending of the game, then the enemy names will appear.
Okay. Yeah, I intentionally got the worst ending when I replayed this when Dream Collection came out, but.
Also, remember Atlantis did the worst ending on purpose.
Oh yeah. You can always check his.
Right.
This ability could be better. Of course, you're invincible while you're spinning, but you have that cooldown time. And again, the reason to get Coo in this level was to get the Heart Star, since he's the only one who can fight the current to get that little orange guy.
Right, and as I said, Choo Choo can't fight currents.
And
or
Leap
can
of Faith.
Any of the others, animal buddies.
Maximatoad.
Wait, just what I needed.
Out of the tornado into the rocks.
So just what I needed. That's actually from the Super Mario Advance games.
Yep, and speaking of that, Game Boy Advance games are going to start showing up on Virtual Console starting next week.
Oh, the 3DS Virtual Console?
Wii U. But I don't.
Oh, even the Wii U has a Virtual Console now.
Yep, and I don't see why they won't put it on a 3DS in the long run, because since I got the 3DS at launch, I have the Nintendo Ambassador titles, and 10 of those are GBA titles.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds... The first time I heard about, the 2DS was... I think maybe this was an episode of the Magcast, maybe? Yeah. And then there was... And then... I was inquiring when I was popping into the Twitch stream, what the 1DS would be, and Saltabot was telling me that's just a joke.
Well, it'd be one screen at least.
Yes.
Now this level, to get the Heart Star, you definitely need to know Rick's secret ability, which is kind of discovered by accident.
Yeah, but apparently he doesn't have that in Dreamland 2.
He doesn't. Of course, the Animal Buddy's abilities were greatly expanded on this version. And Kind was actually made usable outside of water. That was the big one I can think of. But there's a very well hidden homage to this in Kirby 64: The Crystal Shards, and I didn't get the chance to complete...
I think that's the Cutter Stone combo.
Yep, and you need to turn it into Rick and climb up a wall to get a shard.
Yeah, that took me till I watched this one speed run to figure out.
I think I only found it out because of the guide. I honestly don't remember if I played this before Crystal Shards or not. I probably did, but in all honesty, I don't remember my first run of this game at all. Well, just a few token things.
Yeah, well, the thing that bugs me about Kirby 64 is Kirby has limited flight time.
Yep, that's actually the biggest complaint I see from most everyone about that one.
Yeah, 'cause in other games he can fly as long as he wants.
And having it really isn't a game breaker, because there are plenty of airborne enemies to make sure that you can't just cheaply fly across every single screen. And that was a quick and easy stage.
Yep.
Angry Faced. And the final level. Oh, another block puzzle, if I remember correctly, for the Heart Star.
Oh, yes. This was another one that took me a long time to figure out.
Yeah, once you figure out the themes of each Heart Star, they aren't that hard to figure out. Some of them, of course, become more intuitive than others.
So the three hardest I thought were like 2, 6, 4, 1, and 4, 6. Those are the three hardest.
Yeah, I'll have to double check and see which ones those are. I remember 1, 2 being the very last one I got.
Yeah, well, 2, 6 is kind of like 4, 6. No? Oh, except it's underwater, though.
Yep.
4, 1, which we did a while ago, that's when we have to dust off the flowers.
Yeah, I think I found that one by accident one time. At this one, you just have to mold the blocks in the shape of the character.
Yeah, and I think they reused the whole block puzzle thing in one stage of Kirby 64. Although the puzzle you have to match is like randomized each time you play.
Have to check that if I ever finish my replay of it.
Yeah, sometimes it's an umbrella, sometimes it's a 3/4 slice of pizza, and sometimes it's top hat.
Yeah, I only played through Crystal Shards once. Didn't finish my replay when I got Dream Collection because.
Did you fight Zero 2?
Yes, I got the true ending on the original run.
Yeah, because I'm gonna mention this when we get to Kirby 64. But if you don't get all the shards, then Miracle Matter's the final boss.
Yep, and I would have to argue that the true final boss of Kirby 64 is the hardest final boss in a Kirby game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I mentioned this in my Chrono Trigger thread on the mag, but when I fought the Lavos boss rush for the first time, it reminded me of that Miracle Matter battle from Kirby 64.
Why?
Because it takes on because the Lavos boss rush takes on the forms of different past bosses.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember if Miracle Matter guy did the same thing or not. I actually don't remember that fight. I just remember the true final boss.
Well, yeah, Miracle Matter can only be hit with an ability at a certain time. That's the key to why it's so long of a fight.
Ah. I just need to finish my replay of that. Yeah, the problem is Kirby's Dream Land 2, 3, and 64, they're good games, but they're kind of forgettable.
Yeah, I think Superstar is definitely one of the more popular Kirby games.
Mm-hmm. And the most memorable in the sense that it gives you the most to do, both in terms of the abilities and the gameplay. And in these, it's all the same gameplay, even though it has a good mix of abilities in the Animal Buddies, of course.
Hey, what's your opinion on Return to Dreamland?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good homage to Superstar while maintaining an original feel, especially when you're having 4 players involved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like with Kirby, Meta Knight, DDD, and Waddle Doo. Waddle Dee, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to LP extra mode of that game, but unfortunately the frame rate issue got to be too much, so that didn't end up working out.
Gotta keep that fire breath.
Yeah, because the thing was because the game had autosave and if it autosaves, I would have to erase the file, and if I erased the file, I'd have to do normal mode again on the same file.
Yes, that would just get so frustrating.
So which is why it will be a long time now before I actually can do hard mode on my channel.
Okay, time for the obligatory artist fight, which we
Addo.
Yeah, I think that this guy's the hardest boss in the game, if you ask me. Just because, well, you'll see, viewers.
Yeah, I think the hardest is the second phase of Dark Matter.
I thought of him as more of an endurance contest. Of course, when you're doing the boss rush, you have to fight them all at once on one life.
About the boss rush. The Kirby Superstar Arena doesn't count, but this game features the only Kirby boss rush I actually have beat legit.
Yeah,
I mean, if I was gonna try the Kirby's Adventure boss rush again, I would have to use save states.
Yeah, that one is not too bad until you get to Meta Knight.
Yeah, like I've seen a few new YouTubers that have done the Kirby's Adventure boss rush legit. Like there's this one user named Wadler T. That's the first one I saw.
And speaking of Kirby's Adventure, these guys are my most hated boss in that game.
Oh, Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright.
Yes, they're a lot easier on this one.
Yeah. Look, all the bosses that Addo draws were actually bosses from Kirby's Dream Land 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one was the Ice Dragon from World 4. The second was Sweet Stuff from World 3, and this is Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright.
Oh, one hit left. Will you
World
make it?
5. And the last boss he creates is, well, regular in the Kirby world, Kracko.
Good old Kracko, the only one to appear as many times as Wispy Woods, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And poor Rick's getting electrocuted.
Yeah, well, I had to get rid of Rick because Rick was holding me back.
Yep. It never hurts now and then to take a death just to restore your life.
Yes.
I do that on Mega Man all the time.
Mega Man.
Mega Man!
Oh yeah, you should have seen the video that got uploaded today, round 3 of the Ultimate Gaming Grand Prix. And I posted in the comments of the video that it is a prime example as to why I suck at Mega Man.
I'll be sure to watch that. I need to subscribe to those guys. That'll be the ultimate reminder to watch those videos.
Yeah, if you like what you see, I'll put in a good word for you with Digimon 12.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also need to get back to my current project. I haven't been recording on a weekly basis just because of life.
Oh, you guys, what, you like work 6 days a week?
I work 5 days a week, but weekends, if something comes up, I usually don't get time to record. And I try to keep Saturdays open, but that's when various events happen.
Yeah, well,
and Sunday, if anything comes up unexpectedly, which it usually does.
Well, despite my schedule, I usually find time to record 5 days a week.
Yeah, my problem is I'm a morning person. I just prefer to record in the early afternoon because I start slowing down at about 4 o'clock, and I'm just really not in the mood to record after work.
Yeah, well, yeah, I record in the mornings usually. That's basically the one time I have free to do so.
It's just all a matter of time. Of course, I started LPing to kind of get voicing practice and to get out of a bout of depression because I was out of work for over a year.
Yeah, well, I started LPing after being inspired by by one LPer that I enjoy watching.
And who's that?
Slim Kirby. Yeah, and sucks that I'm not gonna see him at PAX East this year. He said he was going, but unfortunately he'll be gone by the time I go.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, well, the thing was, I wanted to go on Saturday of that weekend, but it was sold out in a hurry.
Oh, understandable. I think they're limiting attendance this year.
Yeah. Well, I guess that explains it. But the only 2 other days that were open were the Friday and the Sunday. My dad and I are going on the Sunday.
Oh, better to get there for one day than not at all.
Yeah, but it wasn't total loss. Like last year, I got to meet a few other LPers that I'm subscribed to, or if I haven't, I'm actually subscribed to now.
Cool.
Yeah, because if you see my look back at PAX East photo montage, you'll get to see some of the pics that were taken. Yeah,
that'd actually probably be my only reason for going is just to meet people who inspired me to LP and thank them in person.
Yeah, and not only that, and one of the pics you'll notice...
Easiest final hit ever!
that I actually got to meet Nintendo Capri's son. I think it's timestamped in the comments.
Cool. I'll definitely have to check that out, because he's the one who really got me started. I started watching the Runaway Guys and started watching NCS, and he and I are kind of alike.
Yeah, well, but the benefit of going on the Sunday this year is I won't miss the Runaway Guys Thrown Controllers panel this year.
I've heard that's very interesting.
It's quite a loud panel. It's quite rowdy.
No, given how loud Chaga is. Well, that's expected.
Alright, that's it for this video. We'll catch you back next time. Later, folks.
Bye, guys.